everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's kind of fun because I am actually doing a somewhat of a pre-haul of the Makeup Show LA after my neighbors stop yelling and slamming doors outside. In case you're unfamiliar, the Makeup Show is a beauty and fashion trade show that actually pops up in a few cities around the country, and you can go and visit some major brands who set up booths to introduce new products, and you actually get to shop with a major discount most of the time. You can also meet and network with top beauty industry executives. There are a ton of very talented artists there also who do workshops and a lot of presentations of just gorgeous makeup artistry. So it is definitely a very fun weekend if you are at all into beauty, and it is happening in LA next weekend, the 19th and 20th. I'll leave the link below if you're interested in buying tickets. I believe they start at about $50, and if you are just a crazy beauty enthusiast, or even if you're looking into getting into makeup artistry, it's definitely something you're not going to want to miss. So I was actually lucky enough to receive a preview package of some of the brands and new products that will be debuting at the Makeup Show. This year is actually pretty special because they are celebrating their 10th anniversary of the Makeup Show starting, so they're really going all out. They have some amazing brands sponsoring the event, and I'm very excited to show you a little taste of what you'll be able to see there and purchase there and just interact with. Because a lot of these products that I'm going to be showing you are new and the brands are really kind of launching them around the Makeup Show, this is kind of also like a what's new in beauty video. So if you like that, stay tuned. So first up, we have a brand that I'm always very excited to see at these types of shows, and that is Kat Von D Beauty, and they're going to be highlighting their Shade and Light Eye Contour Quad. And there are 4 eyeshadow shades in this really pretty palette. It's so cool. It's like got this geometric shape to it. So this palette comes with 4 shades, definitely more of a quad or like a mini palette compared to her full-size Shade and Light palette. And this is in the selection called Plum. So I'm assuming that there will be more of these in different shade ranges. This is specifically the Plum one, so we do have more rosy and purpley undertones to these shades. We have a light salmon pink, a plum, a taupey mauve, and a off-white that has a pink undertone to it. And they are all matte. I love me some matte shadows. Also from Kat Von D Beauty, we're going to start to see the Shade and Light Eye Brush, which is a double-ended eyeshadow brush that will give you the flexibility to do your whole eyeshadow with just this. Again, it comes in this gorgeous geometric case. So one end is more of a blending brush, but it's flexible enough to use just for patting on shadow on the lid, and then the other is more of a precision brush with a tapered point, so you can either really get in your crease with this or even do a little bit of a smoky liner. Next up, we have a brand that I'm actually a fan of, but I've never spoken about on my YouTube or my blog, and that is Besame Cosmetics. Actually, I take that back. I had one of their holiday gift sets in my holiday giveaways, so you may have seen them before, but what I consider them the best at is packaging. Their packaging is just so beautiful, and it has kind of this 1920s feel to it, a lot of their packaging, as well as just how they represent their brand, especially when they're at these shows. They usually have the girls who are manning the booth just all dolled up in this old-timey, beautiful Hollywood vibe makeup and outfits. So here we have the Brightening Vanilla Rose Powder, and you can just see how much care they took in this packaging, because this isn't even like the actual packaging. There's another tin inside of here. It says "Get ready to be admired" on the inside here, and then we've got a little plastic pot here. And so this is a translucent powder for brightening for all skin tones and to set your makeup. And look at that. This is just so thoughtful, you know what I mean? So we have a beautiful little powder puff here. And then this just goes to show again how careful they are about their packaging. So normally in like translucent powders, under the powder puff would be the sifter, and then you just go like this. This actually has another lid protecting the sifter, which then now you can open up and get the powder, just so that way when you open the top of it, powder doesn't go flying everywhere, which happens in every single translucent powder pot that I have. So like just the fact that they have this extra little flap of plastic actually makes a very huge difference. And then also from Bessame, we have the Sweetheart Glaze Luminous Lip Protectant and Moisturizer. So I personally love Besame's lip products. I have a couple of their lipsticks and they're just to die for. They're so beautiful. So this is more of a gloss, it looks like, and it's supposed to be moisturizing and protecting. And I love this shade, which is in caramel. It's kind of like a taupey pinky brown. Oh wow, we actually do get a lot of color with this, and it feels so moisturizing. So that is caramel. You can see it's got a little bit of that brown shade to it. Very moisturizing, not sticky at all, so that is nice. So I'm very stoked that OCC, Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics, will be there. They're finally, you know, starting to really push their ready-to-wear version of the lip tars. So I'm pretty sure they've completely phased out their old tubes of lip tars. They are on like super clearance at Sephora. You can get one for like $7. The ready-to-wear is obviously a lot easier to put on, but if you don't care and you didn't mind the tubes, go to Sephora before they run out because they are on like crazy clearance sale. So this is one of the ready-to-wears that we will see. I'm not sure if this is a new shade. This is in the shade Indrid, and it is this beautiful like holographic pink and purple and gold shade. So this is actually like purpley taupey, and I am so digging it. I'm very tempted to take off my lipstick and put this on immediately after this video. And the thing about the new ready-to-wears, because the main complaint that people had with the lip tars in general were that they were like gloopy or they were streaky, and that's because people were applying way too much. With the lip tars, you need hardly anything. So the tubes made it kind of hard to gauge how much you were taking out of the tube and putting on. So the ready-to-wears really kind of take that equation out of the puzzle, so you're only getting as much as you need for your whole lips onto the applicator. So if you know, in the past didn't have good luck with OCC lip tars, try one of the ready-to-wears because you might find that you actually really like it, and maybe it was just your fault it didn't work. Next up is a brand that I've actually just started to use in my personal routine, and I'm actually kind of a big fan. This is Pure, and they're just coming out with their eye polish, so we're gonna see those at the makeup show. Now, something that I really like about Pure is that the past few products that I've tried from them, they include tools that you need to really make the product work for you. Like with the contour sticks, they included a full-size sponge with the stick, and I'm seeing here as I'm opening this package that we actually get a silicone brush to apply this eye polish. So I got the eye polish in Suede, which is a beautiful bronze shade, and the reason why they suggest you use a silicone brush, which is literally just a piece of flat silicone, is because it is so creamy, you know, bordering on liquidy, that it's just going to make the application a lot less streaky. What's kind of cool is the sifter is a piece of fabric, and that's what's letting just a tiny bit of product out at a time. And then the silicone brush lets you brush it on without any streaks, and then we get this gorgeous, super pigmented shade that is just gonna be so beautiful on the eyes. I know they sell Pure at Kohl's. I don't know if these have landed on Kohl's shelves yet, but keep your eye out for that. And there are just a couple more products that I want to show you as a preview to the makeup show. This next one is from Makeup Forever, and if you've been reading my blog, you know that this is like the one high-end brand that I'm really, really into, just because the price is justified in most of their products. I can really see the quality and the difference when I'm using it. So this is one of their new products called Artist Acrilip, which is a liquid stain. This is in the shade 922, which I don't think has a name. I guess not. So 922, I'm assuming it's gonna match the top of this here. Oh, that's surprising. I thought this was gonna be a squeeze tube, but it's actually an applicator. And yeah, this looks like a bright fuchsia. Very excited for this. Oh wow. Wow, it's a lot creamier than I would typically expect from a stain. Look at that. That is pigmented for a stain. I'm very interested to see how long this lasts. So this is among one of Makeup Forever's newest products, the lip stain. This is shade 922. It doesn't have a name, but yeah, it's freaking gorgeous for spring. So finally, we are gonna have Z Palette there, and Z Palette is one of my favorite exhibitors at trade shows because they have really good discounts, and they have like all of their sizes there. So they have like the little tiny ones like this, or they have their big professional ones for those of you who are like depotting heads and really like to just keep everything together. So they actually sent me a Z Palette that was already filled with eyeshadows from Stylotzi, which is a brand I had never heard of. So I'm actually kind of excited to meet them at the makeup show. And that's another fun thing about these types of shows, is that you actually get to discover a lot of great brands that you may not have ever heard of before, but they are maybe well known in the professional realm. So you kind of have, you know, little trick under your sleeve when people are like, what are you using? So that is a little taste of what you'll be able to find at the makeup show this year. Again, the Los Angeles show is next weekend, the 19th and 20th. And then I know they also have shows in Miami and New York that are coming up. So if you want more information on how to attend for your city, the link is in the description to get tickets. Thank you so much for watching. If any of these new releases looked cool to you, hit that thumbs up button and tell me which one was the most exciting for you in the comments below. I will see you next weekend. Bye! And I am using a patting motion to get as much pigment as possible onto the lid. And I'm just going to bring that down onto the lower lash line.